Look at all the advertising, some kind of show. Come if you go.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Adam Campbell, known as Marshall Dice.
And General Dice, known as Todd Evangelista.
And we are live here at Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat with
Andrew Burkett.
and this is the only show that gives you the Heebie Jeebies. So, General, what game are we talking about today?
We're talking about Heebie Jeebies. And we have somebody here who knows the creators of the game.
I do. That is a true story.
Get out of town.
So I have actually watched people play this game for a number of years as they fine-tuned it here at not just Groundhog Con, but also AnCon and Con on the Cob. Many people have been seen playing this game. This is the first production copy. And how did you get your copy?
Actually, I kickstarted it. I gave them way too much money for the copy of that game.
But it looks like you got it autographed.
Yeah, again, being very good friends, I promote their games very well, so they decided to thank me by signing the crap out of that box.
And you also got a card named after you.
Yes, the Swallowing Tobacco Spit card happens to bear my name.
All right, well, it's not something I'd want to do, but
it happens to give me the heebie-jeebies.
yes, it does. Okay. And they have other games that they have made too, haven't
Actually, yeah, they made management material, IT, and marriage material.
Marriage
all
material,
for sale
yes.
here at Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat.
Now, are they part of the Board Gamers of Greater Akron?
I don't think so since they live in Wisconsin.
Oh, but I thought I've seen them here.
Yeah, they have been here as guests.
Okay, I see. All right, well, that's good. Did not know they came all the way in from Wisconsin.
Yeah, they come and say hi to me every now and again.
Well,
Excellent.
why not tell us how to play Heebie Jeebies?
Heebie Jeebies is a very simple game. On your turn, you draw 4 cards, place it on this fine mat here, and of course you're going to describe the card as you draw it. For instance, here I have Swallowing Tobacco Spit, inflate a blood pressure cuff on your arm, pulling the excuse me, I have to look at this one right side up, plugging the toilet at somebody else's house, driving a motorcycle through a swarm of bugs. And then everyone else at the table will then vote upon what they think that person gets the heebie-jeebies the most from. So in this case, anyone who's smart, of course, is going to vote on Swallowing Tobacco Spit since it's my turn. You would do this by just placing one of the 1, 2, 3, or 4 cards face down in front of you. And if you get it right, you would get a token.
Alrighty. So do we?
So this side is the one you want.
Right,
Okay.
right,
So we place it face down.
Place it face down, then I would reveal that Swallowing Tobacco Spit gives me the heebie-jeebies the most, and then we'd flip them up.
And I had number
2.
2, inflating a blood pressure cuff on your arm. I hate that.
Which was wrong. And you had number 4, which is also wrong, so you would not get a token.
Okay, so the numbers match the cards.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
So all right, let's do another one where it's not so obvious.
Okay,
Now
let's do another one.
and I have to say your card that's up is 4, not 1.
Whoa. I would not vote upon my own cards.
Okay.
You guys would vote upon my cards.
Okay.
Okay.
So here, let's try again.
All right, do it again.
The first one would be eating lard.
Eating lard.
The second one would be riding in a car with people you don't know.
Okay.
The third would be overly perky people. And the fourth would be skid marks.
Where?
It just said skid marks.
And it also says not the ones on the highway.
So I would pick which one of those gives me the heebie-jeebies.
That you would think.
All right.
Oh, you the heebie-jeebies. Okay.
So it's a fun game, whether you know the person or not.
Let's
You get to learn
see.
some things
Okay, gotcha. All right. So I'm gonna go.
I know you don't like that, so I'm going to go with this. Okay, good.
All right.
I have picked mine.
You've picked yours?
I'm locked in.
I picked mine.
All right.
So
Well,
you-
let's see. Flip them over, guys. Let's see if you
No,
get
you
it
have to first say.
Oh, I gotta say it first? All right, here we go. It's overly perky people.
I said eating lard
No, that's incorrect.
I said skid marks.
because I said I
You don't know
figured
me very well.
I figured you don't like to eat to drink tobacco spit, so I figured eating lard was just a second from that. All right, so now I will do one.
Well, here it's your turn. Let me give you the board.
All right.
So how many turns do you play Heebie Jeebies until?
I would have to look up in the rule books exactly. We just play until we're done playing.
Okay, all right. So you would
right.
say this is more as General's is picking out his Heebie Jeebies. So you would say this is more of like a social game.
It is definitely a social game. It's a game where you get to learn about new people, play with random people at cons, play with your friends, relatives, whatnot.
Okay, all right. So this is kind of like it's not in the because I'm pretty sure you played Cards Against Humanity, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So you would say this is more of a laid back version of if let's say like you're
Let's say family friendly.
there we go, family friend. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Well, somewhat family friendly here. I have number 1, public speaking.
Nice.
Number 2, custody hearings. Number 3, nursing homes. And number 4, seeing a sex scene in a movie with your parents.
It does
Now,
say
I wanna
age 14
say-
and plus.
I want to say that the movie probably does not contain your parents in the sex scene.
That's
I think
emotionally
you're watching the movie with your parents. And there's a sex
I have
scene.
my answer.
All right, let me pick here because I've been on the show a couple episodes with the General over here. Let me see what gives him the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. All right.
All right, you're not going to like what I have to say, I think.
All righty.
What was your answer?
I'm going to say number 3, nursing homes.
Wow, I thought for sure it was the sex scene.
Well, I guess I know the General here,
Yeah, there you go.
so I would get a token here.
Get a token.
All righty, cool. Well
Then you would play until some randomly determined amount.
yeah, whoever gets like 8 or 6.
well let me get a turn. I want to get a
You
turn.
get a turn here.
Let me
You give it
see
a
what
try.
gives me. Let me see what gives me the heebie-jeebies.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
All
going
right.
to get you.
So I got phlegm,
Okay.
hair loss,
Number 2, hair loss.
bed bugs,
Ooh.
or elderly drivers. Those are all very terrifying.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm gonna go with this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure
All
if I'm
right.
right. Go ahead. Tell us which one.
What is your?
Well, what did you have, General?
No way. You gotta
Okay,
pick
all
first.
right,
You'll
all right,
pick
all
something
right,
I
all
didn't
right.
pick.
Bed bugs.
I said phlegm.
I said bed bugs.
Ah. So you would get a token.
Get a token.
Actually, my father's heebie-jeebies is phlegm.
Yeah.
I
I've
thought
had
for
enough
sure
in
it would
my
be
life.
hair loss.
Oh, that's cold. That is cold.
I'm not looking at him.
Well, anyway, let's talk about improvements because as always, we always talk about what could maybe be improved upon with this game. General, let's start with you.
Well, number 1, we have to ask. You've played this before. Do you find that there are enough cards?
I
It seems
would like to see more cards. Yes.
It seems to me like you have about as many as you get in Cards Against Humanity here. And I noticed in the first set of Cards Against Humanity, you kept seeing the same cards over.
I definitely would like to see more cards, and I hear rumors that they do plan on making expansions. So
yeah,
that
that's
will
what we figure. That's what
It
we
will
figure. Maybe, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many players does it play?
Well, let me see.
3 to 10.
3 to 10 players.
3 to 10 is pretty good.
Yeah, 10 would be a little tough on this amount of cards, though. It would definitely you wouldn't be able to play more than 2 or 3 rounds.
And then you'd
you'd
see
see
the same
some-
ones
yeah,
coming
yeah.
up.
Well, I like the fact that because a couple times we've played Cards Against Humanity, and that's a game we may review in the future, but sometime down the road because it's a little bit crude and rude a little bit. But this is more of a game like, let's say, like you could play with your grandma maybe. That wouldn't be
Yeah,
like
I don't think this is. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You might, if you're playing with younger players, like really young. Number 1, you'd have to read the cards for them. Number 2, you might want to
remove
take
one or
out
2.
some of them.
I will
Some of
say,
them, but-
haven't seen every card that's in here. It doesn't get too much more racy than the sex scene with your parents.
Right, and yeah, and I'm saying
that's
that
just scary.
also
very
children under 5 aren't usually concerned about hair loss.
Well, but
True.
it is, and it doesn't.
You could perhaps take that one out and change it to something they might be more afraid of. So, but I like the game. Very good.
Very quick and easy to learn. There's not a lot of rules to it.
Right up my alley. I like
you can break it out
I love
whenever.
a quick, easy game.
Do you know what the MSRP is on this?
The MSRP is $35 on the game. I
35.
do happen to know that since it is for sale at Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat.
Oh my!
Where we are at, actually.
Is one gonna be a prize too? You should get some prize support.
There might be one floating around as a prize. Yes,
That's
it's very
good. That's
possible.
good.
Alrighty, well, on the show here, we do a little score rank. You've watched our episodes, you know about our score ranking here. So, General, 10 being the worst, 10 being the best, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, what would you rate this game?
Well, I have to play it a few more times, so just as a preliminary, 7.5 I'd say. Yeah, solid game.
Andrew?
Even being biased, I tend to agree. A solid 7 would be my rating on it.
All right. Well, I would
break it
also
out with almost anybody, so.
I would also have to agree with all of them. 7 out of 10 sounds about right for this game.
So you guys could go about a 0.5 higher, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You get mad when I give 0.5s. I'm sorry. Last episode, you yelled at me for giving a 0.5.
I didn't yell at you for giving the 0.5.
I know. I know.
He says 7.58.
Ooh.
What is that number?
I'm going to give it a 7.9534662.
Exactly the
See,
confusion.
he's I don't
exactly
do that.
the confusion.
We're getting the wrap up, son.
Well, anyway. Well, we got more games to cover here at Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat, but until then, we gotta get on out of here. But from all of us here at Dice Squad, this is Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
General Dice, Todd Evangelista, and
Andrew Burkett.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.